Is it better to be loved than feared or feared than loved? This question has puzzled thinkers, leaders and philosophers for centuries. It's a dilemma that touches the core of human nature and leadership. That's a question a very clever man named Niccolò Machiavelli asked a long time ago. Machiavelli was an Italian Renaissance political philosopher and historian who lived during a time of intense political intrigue and conflict. He wrote a book called The Prince, all about how to be a powerful leader. This book has been both revered and reviled over the centuries, but its impact on political theory is undeniable. Now, don't let the title fool you. This book isn't just for princes and princesses, it's for anyone who wants to understand how power works in the world. Whether you're a CEO, a politician, or just someone interested in human behavior, The Prince offers valuable insights. It's for anyone who wants to understand how power works in the world. Machiavelli's observations are as relevant today as they were in the 16th century. He delved into the complexities of human nature, the use of cunning, and the balance between fear and love in leadership. Machiavelli lived in a time when Italy was full of kings and queens, and everyone was fighting for control. The Italian city-states were constantly at war, and alliances shifted like the wind. It was a time of great uncertainty and danger. He saw that nice guys often finished last, and sometimes you need to be tough to survive. Machiavelli argued that while being loved is important, being feared can be more reliable. Fear, he believed, is a more consistent motivator than love, which can be fickle and fleeting. This doesn't mean Machiavelli advocated for cruelty or tyranny. Rather, he suggested that a wise leader should know when to be kind and when to be firm. The balance between love and fear is delicate, and mastering it can lead to effective leadership. In The Prince, Machiavelli also emphasized the importance of appearing virtuous while being willing to act immorally if necessary. He believed that the ends often justify the means, a concept that has sparked much debate and controversy. Today, Machiavelli's ideas continue to influence leaders across various fields. His work serves as a reminder that leadership is complex and multifaceted, requiring a deep understanding of human nature and the dynamics of power. So, is it better to be loved or feared? The answer isn't simple. It depends on the context, the people involved, and the goals at hand. Machiavelli's insights provide a framework for thinking about these questions, but ultimately each leader must find their own balance. As we navigate our own paths to leadership, we can learn from Machiavelli's observations and apply them in ways that suit our unique situations. The debate between love and fear in leadership is timeless, and understanding it can help us become more effective and thoughtful leaders. In his book, Machiavelli talks about how a good leader or prince needs to be both strong and smart. He can't just be a bully pushing everyone around. He needs to know when to be tough and when to be clever. Think of it like this. Imagine you're playing a game and you want to win. You can't just run around without a plan. You need to think ahead, use strategy, and sometimes even outsmart your opponents. Machiavelli believed that a good leader needs to be as strong as a lion. Just like a lion protects its pride, a leader needs to protect their people and their land. Sometimes that means making tough decisions and even fighting back if someone tries to harm them. But it's not enough to just be strong. A good leader also needs to be smart and resourceful. Machiavelli also said a leader needs to be as clever as a fox. A fox is known for its cunning and ability to outsmart its enemies. A good leader needs to be able to think ahead, make smart plans, and even use a little trickery if necessary. This doesn't mean being a bad person. It means being clever and strategic in how you lead and make decisions. Section 5, Why It Matters, Lessons for Everyone. Now you might be thinking, I'm not a prince or a princess. Why should I care about any of this? It's a valid question, and one that many people ask when they first encounter the works of Machiavelli. His writings, especially The Prince, are often seen as guides for rulers and leaders. But the truth is, the lessons he imparts are not just for those in positions of power. They are for everyone. Well, even though Machiavelli was writing about leaders, his ideas can help us understand how power works in all parts of life. Whether you're in a boardroom, a classroom, or even at home, the dynamics of power and influence are always at play. Machiavelli's insights can help you navigate these dynamics more effectively, giving you tools to understand and influence the world around you. Think about it. Have you ever had to negotiate with your parents to get what you wanted? Maybe it was staying out a little later or getting that new gadget you had your eye on. These negotiations are a part of everyday life, and they involve understanding what the other person wants and how to persuade them. Machiavelli's principles can give you a framework for thinking about these interactions. Or maybe you had to work with a team at school to complete a project. Collaboration requires understanding the strengths and weaknesses of your team members and knowing how to motivate them to achieve a common goal. Machiavelli's ideas about leadership and strategy can be incredibly useful in these situations, helping you to become a more effective team member and leader. These situations all involve power dynamics, and understanding Machiavelli's ideas can help you navigate them more effectively. By learning about the nature of power, influence, and human behavior, you can become more adept at handling the challenges that come your way. Whether it's negotiating with a parent, collaborating on a school project, or even just understanding the social dynamics of your friend group, the lessons from Machiavelli are invaluable. They teach us that power is not just about control, but about understanding and influencing the world around us. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you need to persuade, negotiate, or lead, remember that the lessons from Machiavelli are there to guide you. Section 6. The game of power. Life can be a bit like a game sometimes. There are rules, players, and winners and losers. Machiavelli's The Prince is like a guidebook for understanding the rules of the game of power. It teaches us that to succeed, we need to be both strong and smart. We need to be able to stand up for ourselves, but also know when to be strategic and work with others. Section 7. What would you do? Imagine you're playing a game with your friends and one of them starts cheating. What would you do? Would you let them get away with it? Or would you stand up for yourself and the rules of the game? These are the kinds of questions Machiavelli makes us think about. There are no easy answers, and sometimes we have to make tough choices. Section 8. The enduring legacy of Machiavelli. Machiavelli's The Prince is still studied today because it offers timeless wisdom about power, leadership, and human nature. Written in the early 16th century, this seminal work has transcended time and geography, influencing not just political leaders, but also business executives, educators, and thinkers across various fields. The Prince is often seen as a manual for realpolitik, a guide to understanding the often harsh realities of political life. Its lessons are not confined to the corridors of power. They resonate in classrooms, boardrooms, and even in our daily interactions. It's a reminder that the world can be a complex and challenging place, and sometimes we need to be strategic and resourceful to achieve our goals. Machiavelli's insights into human behavior and the dynamics of power are as relevant today as they were 5 centuries ago. His work encourages us to look beyond the surface, to understand the underlying motivations and strategies that drive actions. Whether it's navigating the complexities of a corporate environment or understanding the intricacies of international relations, Machiavelli's teachings offer valuable perspectives. His ideas might seem a little bit sneaky at first, but they remind us to be aware of the world around us and to always think for ourselves. Machiavelli challenges us to question conventional wisdom and to be critical thinkers. In a world where information is abundant and often conflicting, his emphasis on discernment and strategic thinking is more important than ever. The Prince is not just a historical text. It's a living document that continues to provoke thought and debate. It serves as a powerful reminder that the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is a lifelong journey. Section 9. A final thought. So, the next time you're facing a challenge or trying to understand a difficult situation, remember Machiavelli's advice. Be strong like a lion, clever like a fox, and always think ahead. What do you think is more important, being loved or being feared? And how can you be both strong and clever in your own life?